Hi. So I'm sitting here enjoying a cup of coffee. It's the afternoon. That's fine. But last week on AEW Wrestling, we saw Cody challenge Chris Jericho for the AEW World Title. And if he lost, he wasn't allowed to challenge for that title anymore. Spoiler alert, he lost. So I was thinking over the past week, who out there in AEW right now can challenge for that title? Who out there, what 5 competitors would make a really good, match or series or rivalry for Chris Jericho? So I came up with 5 names that I want to share, see what everybody thinks about. Scorpio Sky. Simply put, he just pinned Jericho in a tag match this past Wednesday night on Dynamite. He dealt Y2J his first loss in AEW. He's got an overall record of 9-3. Jericho is now 7-1, but that one blemish is in a tag match. He himself was still pinned though. That's got to stand for something. Pac. He suffered his first loss at Full Gear, and he was on an absolute tear, an absolute roll. He's now 4-1-1, and he got his win back from Hangman Page this past week on AEW. And he's kind of found himself back in the driver's seat, kind of figuring things out with wins and losses. Number 3, I would have to say Kenny Omega. He's one of the only wrestlers in AEW right now that while having matches in singles, tags, and trios, he has a winning record. And all you really have to do is go back to Wrestle Kingdom 12 in the Tokyo Dome with New Japan Pro Wrestling to see what kind of story, what kind of match, what kind of, epic rivalry these two can have. And I think having something similar in AEW would be incredible. Number 4, I'd have to say Pentagon Jr. If you'd like to play off the all-in factor, Jericho broke into the ring gear of Pentagon just to be able to steal his gear so that he can attack Kenny Omega for their story. So you can kind of harken back on this a little bit. Otherwise, Pentagon hasn't had a singles match, but he's 5-4 right now, and this match could easily steal the show. And number 5, I think kind of somebody that is under the radar a little bit, Shawn Spears. There's a bit of history here. They never really crossed paths in WWE. However, they are aware of each other. Chris Jericho and the former Ty Dillinger in WWE. Shawn Spears nearly killed Cody with that chair shot, so I'm sure Jericho respects him just for that alone. With Tully Blanchard in Shawn Spears' corner and a record of 4-3, he could easily be deserving of a title shot to see what he can do. I'll see you next week for Coffee Break.